Today in Good Old Heights, we're in Cleveland, which you can see behind me. We're standing at what's known as the Sokolowski Overlook, because right in front of the iconic Sokolowski's, what's also called the University Inn, an iconic restaurant that lasted almost 100 years until 2021 when it closed during COVID. Speaking of nostalgia, since we're in Cleveland, we have to visit the Christmas Story house where the iconic movie was filmed. I just hope I don't shoot my eye out. Also, we're visiting the 100-year-old West Side Market to go to Steve's Gyros, try their iconic, gigantic gyro. I'm also showcasing my inner competitive eater by trying to eat that gyro in 3 minutes. We'll see if I can do it. Let's eat. There we go. Good cheese. Herb dripping. Here we are. You can see Christmas Story House in the distance. I don't know if you can see that yet. This is actually open all year round, not just around the holidays, from 10 to 5 every day. Tickets cost $20, which is kind of pricey, but it's a unique experience, so check it out. Here we go. This looks like it's part of the property too. This is the Bumpus house. See right here. Crazy neighbors with all the dogs. That's cool to see. And here's the Christmas Story house. Right there. Neat things I learned, you can actually stay at both houses. They're both pretty expensive. The Bumpus house I think is like $200, and Christmas Story house is like $500, so a little pricey. You know, on the holidays it's even more than that. But it's cool to see. Here it is. Let's go check the backyard. Nicely restored. Hope the Bumpus dogs don't come out, right? Be in trouble. Yeah, nicely painted. It's in the backyard with a robber scene shot and scene with where Ralphie shoots his eye out. His shed. Yeah, I think this is a sign where we'll bounce up and hit him in the eye. Golden Age. It's pretty cool. Nice little shed here. Oh, you can see Ralphie and Robert right there. If you can see the smoke back there. Steelyard Commons back there. Pretty cool. Let's see if we can see through this fence. There's a drop back there. Man, wow. Had to be pretty dangerous to do that. A scene where Robert jumped onto the horse. The horse didn't fall over or anything. Well, that's pretty cool. And there you see the Christmas. There's the house in the back. Nicely painted. It's cool to see. I'm not sure exactly where it starts. You got a ticket. I'm not sure where the tour starts. If you go, I'm not sure. I don't think you start right there. You can see there's a museum, probably with artifacts from the movie. And over here, there's a gift shop. You can see that. I'm gonna go in there and see where I go for the tour. All right, we're back. I guess the next tour is not till 12:15. It's like 11:48, so I had to check out the gift shop. Cool. Problem is, with the self-guided tour, I can't record, so I'm out of luck. Leg lamps. So I'm out of luck. I'm not gonna be able to record. They're not allowing me to, so at least we get to see the outside of it. All those little hats. So much stuff here. Slippers. How much are these shirts? $70. Here it is, BB gun. All kinds of cool stuff in here. Bugs. Huh. Stuffed animals. $15. So you get a tour of the gift shop here. So the tour is 45 minutes long, guided tour, so maybe we can at least get a shot of the museum or something. More stuffed animals back here. Cool stuff. Some elf stuff, I guess. A lot of cool stuff. It's unfortunate, I'm not going to illustrate the inside of it. Not getting any luck today. Alright, I'll go out there and wait for my tour. Yeah, so I gotta wait a few minutes here. Just pretty frustrating that company self-guided tours. You have to get a tour guide. And tour guide, when they stay online, you can't record anything. So what I'm gonna do, I think they allow photography. What I'm gonna do is take some pictures of some of the best things inside the Christmas Story house and show this on the video here.
They said there'll be snow at Christmas. They said there'll be peace on earth. But instead it just kept on raining. A veil of tears for the virgin birth. I remember one Christmas morning, a winter's light and a distant choir, and the peal of a bell and that Christmas tree smell, and eyes full of tinsel and fire. They sold me a dream of Christmas. They sold me a silent night. They told me a fairy story till I believed in the Israelite. And I believed in Father Christmas, and I looked to the sky with excited eyes. Then I woke with a yawn in the first light of dawn, and I saw him and through his disguise. I wish you a hopeful Christmas. I wish you a brave new year. All anguish, pain and sadness, lead your heart and let your road be clear. They said there'd be snow at Christmas. They said there'd be peace on earth. Hallelujah, Noel, be heaven or hell. The Christmas we get, we deserve.
The tour ended. First went to the Christmas Story house, then the museum. It ended right here with these cars. You see this car. 38 Oldsmobile touring sedan. It says on here that it's actually drivable, fully drivable. 38 Oldsmobile. Pretty cool. Yeah, this car wasn't the one the old man drove actually. That was another one that looks just like it. So, scene with the old fudge and they had to change the tire. It wasn't this car actually. That's what the tour guy said. I guess this was the one used in the parade, at the beginning of the movie. And over here also, there's a fire truck here. I guess this isn't the original one from the movie. This is actually a replica. The original one is owned by the Chippewa Volunteer Fire Association in Niagara Falls, Canada. Still have it in their museum and use it for their celebrations and stuff. But this is a replica that was made. That looks just like the one in the movie. It's supposed to look like the fire truck that the fireman used to get the flick when he was stuck to the flagpole in the movie. And an interesting thing, the tour guide told me was that the flick was a problem on set. Was a prankster. I think he would water balloons and I guess he would order pizzas late at night with the director, make him pay for it. Yeah, the crew apparently got him back on the day of the shoot. When they shot the scene, they actually left the flick there for 5 to 10 minutes before they came back and got him. They had rigged, it wasn't a pole, it was a piece of pipe that was rigged and it had like a slit in it for his tongue. So maybe those screams were real when he was freaking out. Also, I learned that the director actually made a cameo in the movie. And this bench right here is in honor of it. It's Bob Clark's cameo bench. Clark was the director of the movie. You can see right here. He was the neighbor that talked to the father while he was out there looking to see if the leg lamp was in the right position. You can see right here, it's a perfect shot. Interesting thing though, you can see he's wearing a hat in there. It's actually a Miami Dolphins hat, which didn't exist when the time period of the movie took place. So, although they're out close too, were not period friendly, I guess. He wore like an 83 fireman jacket and jeans, which both wouldn't be appropriate for the time. So, but it was a last minute thing to get in the movie and it wasn't originally in the script, so he just wore what he had on. One of the cool things I learned was 100% of the outside shots for the movie were taken at this house. Only 30% of the interior shots were actually shot inside the Christmas Story house. The rest of them were shot in a soundstage. And a lot of the other scenes were shot in Canada actually, like the school and the famous Chinese restaurant scene. See right here is the Raleigh Inn, which is an iconic bar in the area. It's been around for years. Got a leg lamp in the window. Some more interesting things that I learned for the cast. Peter Billingsley started acting early because he had connection to the business. His aunt was actually Barbara Billingsley, the mother and leave of the Beaver. And actually another thing is they actually wanted Jack Nicholson to be the father. After The Shining, he would cost us too much, and so they had to settle on Darren McGavin. And another interesting thing about the scenery, all the snow, the shots shot in Cleveland was actually fake. It was cold during filming, but there wasn't actually snow. So they made snow out of soap bubbles and fireman's foam, probably like fire extinguisher stuff. And in the final scene, when the parents were looking out the window with the snow falling outside, there's actually instant mashed potato flakes that were being blown by a fan. Speaking of food, I'm ready to have a gyro. Let's go. Here we are, West Side Market. In the distance there, I think it said on the sign that 90 minutes of parking are free between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. So if I get this done within 90 minutes, it shouldn't take that long. I was looking up some history about this place, and it goes all the way back to the 1840 when it actually was an open marketplace on this site, and it's gone through several renovations since then. The Market Hall, the center of the market, where we're going to get the gyro, actually opened in 1912. The last major renovation was 2004 when the arcade was put indoors, and there were 70 vendors and many different nationalities. Iconic clock tower has been here since the indoor market opened in 1912. It's been a landmark. Like I said, there's 70 vendors here, food vendors. There's a produce area too, which I can go through quickly. Here's a fresh produce area. It's over here. Some people have sampled some kind of fruits. It's nuts. People kind of stare at you, so it's dangerous. Fresh produce, but you know, it's winter time, so we'll hold the fresh produce around here. Peppers. Mainly some vegetables. Strawberries.
You angered her, you know.
Yeah.
Mango.
So cool to see. Let's go out here. I'm gonna get the front of the building too. Want to get a front shot. Get a front shot. You can see the clock tower up there. I guess it's the Benjamin Hubble clock tower. So you can see the hours. Locked. A lot of homemade foods. They gander around. Homemade pasta.
I think a pound.
That's a pizza. Some jerky. Sweets here.
And right there, a little one.
No sweets. Gotta stay away from this stuff, but I'm gonna eat too much of it. You can always kinds of stuff here. Look at these things. Look at pieces of cake. It's dangerous for me. I gotta stay away from the sweets. It's fresh. Get fresh meat here. Check it out. Our sandwich for $4. That's not bad. Times I'm seeing it open today. This is a new import store. I've had this before. Look at this stuff. All imported stuff in here. Cheeses. This is good. This wasn't here before. The market was originally owned by the city and it changed over to a non-profit group called Cleveland Public Market Corporation. And they're making changes. And this was one of the changes. This wasn't here before. Some other things they were going to do. They want to add more seating inside. They want to improve the equipment, add more vendors, and they want to add like upstairs area where there's like cooking demonstrations and stuff. So they're going to make some improvements. Hopefully they happen.
Thank you so much.
There's a lot of butcher shops. So a lot of bakeries. Just my weakness. A lot of jerkies. Here's some more fresh meats. It's a lot of money. A cheese shop. More fresh meats. A lot of butcher shops. More than I can remember. The bagel company. $25, $60, $50. That's kind of a lot.
Oh well.
Juice squares.
I think there's fruit.
Here we go. Okay, I'm ready to order now. I got my food. Go to the balcony. Just take a look up there. Pretty cool shot here. Look at this.
Yeah, this is one of the sweet spots.
Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. I'm ready to get the gyro. Let's go. Alright, we're back. I'm ready to dig in here. So you can see what the gyro looks like. Look at this thing. Massive. Put that meat in there. This is sauce and tomatoes. Their sauce is supposed to be a little different. It's a little spicier, and so it's a little different. But my last year with eating a gyro in the car, it didn't go too well. So I brought this with me. I brought a little cutting board to eat my gyro under, so it doesn't drip everywhere. I learned my lesson. And like I said, my goal today is to try to eat this under 3 minutes. See if I can do it. I can't shoot a timer on here, but I got another phone here, and I'm gonna time it. So, all right, I'm gonna get this started.
The people too, I mess around. They're doing the mess around. They're doing the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. everybody was juice, you can bet your soul. They did the boogie woogie with a steady roll. They mess around, they're doing the mess around. They're doing the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Now, when I say stop, don't you move a peg. When I say go, just shake your leg and do the mess around. I declare, doing the mess around. Yeah, do the mess around. Everybody's doing the mess around. Now let me have it there, boy. She knows how to shake that thing, mess around. I declare she can mess around. Mess around. Everybody do the mess around.
It took me about 10 minutes. According to the stopwatch. Wow. Yeah, that was filling. I know I'm not a competitive eater after trying that. I got in 10 minutes, so that's not bad. A lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so final thoughts of Steve's Gyros here at Westside Market is very good. Very filling, too. I don't recommend trying to eat it quick like I did. It was a mistake. Not for once to try to be like a competitive eater, but
That's for other YouTube channels.
yeah, it was very good. I've had it a few times. This time, some of the pieces a little overdone. Maybe they were sitting there for a little too long. I came here at 2, and they open at 8 o'clock. I don't know when the Euro plays, but the Westside Market opens today, so maybe it's sitting there for a little bit. But overall, it's pretty good. I still taste the flavorful meat. You can tell it's fresh, flavorful meat from the gyro pit. And the sauce is unique. It's a little spicier than normal tzatziki sauce. And it's actually made out of sour cream instead of Greek yogurt, which I actually probably prefer more. But it's a little spicy there for me. And its tomatoes were good on there, too. I've had this a few times. And that's been the most tomatoes I've ever gotten. That was nice. It helped break down all that meat. So overall, very good Euro. And it cost $16. This is a lot for a Euro, but probably like a pound of meat or something, or even more. So, and you can get an extra pita and sauce for $2 more. If you get $18, you can probably make 2 gyros out of it, like $9 gyros. So they're definitely one of the best gyros I've ever had. You gotta try it if you come to the Westside Market. Like I said, there's so many other things there to try, bakeries, and the bratwurst sandwich for $4 looks pretty good. A lot of fresh meats you can buy, fresh produce too. So yeah, if you're coming to Cleveland, definitely gotta check out the Westside Market. I showed the hours. They're 8 to 5 every day but Tuesday and Thursday, and I believe Sunday is 10 to 4. So they're closed Tuesday and Thursday. And definitely, if you should come into Cleveland, definitely check out the Christmas Story House too. Similar hours, at 10 to 5 every day. So it's $20, which is kind of pricey, but it's a neat thing to see. The house is kind of small. There's not too many artifacts, but it's worth
Visiting.
It's nice to give a guy a tour, and the guy gave some information that I didn't know. So I'm sorry I couldn't get the videos in there. They didn't allow me. So you got to check it out for yourself. When you come to Cleveland, you got to go to Christmas Story House yourself. So with that, I'll see you next time on Good Ohio Eats.